I am Wimbo77, one thing about history.com. What comes to your mind when I say these names? Michael Jordan, Albert Einstein, Oprah Winfrey, Walt Disney, Lionel Messi, Steve Jobs, Thomas Edison, Abraham Lincoln, Jack Ma. What do all these guys have in common? That if truth be told, that all these guys that I just mentioned to you have failed at some stage in their life. Now we think about Albert Einstein. He was not able to speak until he was 4 years old, and his teachers actually told him that he would never amount to nothing much. Now, what would the world be like without Albert Einstein? Because everyone knows that Albert Einstein is the one that discovered the theory of relativity, that's the E equals mc squared. So regardless of what he was told at such a young age, he did not allow that to stop him. Okay then, so what about Michael Jordan? Do you know that he cried? Michael Jordan cried when he was dropped from his basketball team. But he knew that it wasn't a failure and that failure was no option for him. So look at him now. Michael Jordan, a household name, great businessman, and I'm sure you know some of the youngsters that like to buy his shoes, right? So, have you ever failed at anything? Well, when we look at failure, let's look at point number one. It actually builds your character until you become successful. When we don't quite get things right, it teaches us a vital lesson leading to our success, right? So that's if we do not allow the failure to stop us or to overcome us. Number two, it makes us stronger. There's nothing wrong with failure, and it gives us room to grow and become a better person within ourselves, and we learn within the process of failure what we should and what we should not do. So has anyone ever told you that you can't do it, you have no future? Or have you been rejected? Have you been defeated? Well, congratulations. You attempted something once, you didn't hit the grade, and hey, that means that you'll succeed the next time, or as many times as it takes to succeed. At least you've learned a life's lesson and you can actually try again. So number three, you know people will laugh, and they're always watching and waiting for you, or they'd much rather that you fail than to succeed. But that's fine, let them laugh, because he who laughs last laughs the longest. You keep going, and through it all your failure, you know that you will have success. Number four, it takes courage to get back up again. It's your enthusiasm, yes you, that gives you the strength to continue. Now when we think of Steve Jobs, okay, he started Microsoft and he was thrown out from Microsoft, thrown out from his own business that he started. And not even that, in his dying day, Steve Jobs did not allow these things to get to him, right? He didn't allow it to get to him. He actually pursued until he finished that iPhone 5. And I'm sure some of you have iPhone 5, although they have moved on a long time, but he did not allow that to make him fail. Now, number 5, when you first got on a bike, right? How long did it take you? How many attempts did it take you until you mastered riding the bike? You probably fell off, you grazed your arm, you grazed your knee, you cried, but you got right back on and you tried again. So we know that failure builds character. It makes us stronger. He who laughs lasts longest. It gives us courage. It shows that we are alive. And most of all, it makes us successful. Think of Jack Ma, I just spoke of him up there. He's the richest man in China, right? He went for a job in KFC. There were 25 candidates and only 24 got the job. he was the one that failed. Look at him now, the greatest or richest man in China. So he didn't allow failure to stop him. And Jack Ma says the greatest failure is giving up. So if you've never failed, that means you've never tried. Keep going, beautiful people. You got this. Failure leads to success. I am Wimbo77, onethingabouthistory.com.